All right. Chocobo racing time. I'm gonna check my options, make sure that handicap is on. It's not. Okay. Turning handicap on. By the way, hi, I'm Kariohki, one of the runners of this game. Handicap on is on for the story mode run. Makes us go faster. And if we're all ready, then I can give a countdown and we can start the run proper. Ready?
Good to go.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, the menus are very important because we do not want to read the story. That wastes time. So Chocobo Racing is Square's kart racer entry into the series. All right, we're good. Okay, so this is the first track. All we're going to do is go around 3 times. I could do a little trick called spin boosting here, but I'm not going to. Basically, you would spin yourself out by using the brake and purposely spin yourself out. And press the gas at a certain time to give yourself a boost. But it's a little hard trick to do, so we're just going to play it safe and not do it. So the way this game works is kind of like Mario Kart or Diddy Kong Racing, where you race against other computer AIs and pick up items to use against them or use for yourself. The only difference is at the top left there. At the top left you see an ability gauge. I have an ability called Dash on right now. So that means I get a little haste boost when that bar fills up and I hit the L1 button to do that. So let's keep going around this. Nice Chocobo theme remix here, as I am a Chocobo on rocket skates right now. All right, very important menu coming up. No save. Yes, keep playing. No read. Okay, we're good. We're safe. We have to do that. We have to do that every time. So intense. Okay, we didn't get it that time. You want to get it every time, but I didn't get it. It's basically the usual, when you hit the gas button at a certain time during the countdown, you get a boost to start off the race. We don't, need it to win, but we do need it because it makes us go faster. So I'm picking up these crystals on the ground now. These are haste crystals. These are the magic items that are kind of like the question mark boxes or the balloons or something. I like to compare this game to Diddy Kong Racing because you can stack your magic up to 3 times for most of the spells. So you see I collected 3 of the haste crystals and they stack and they make me go very fast for a long time. So combine that with my haste ability, or the dash ability rather, I can go fast for a long portion of this little track here. Plus adding on the fact that I'm playing on handicapped means I'm going even faster. So, third track. Now there's 3 people on the track, and something special about this game is that you don't actually have to come in first to pass through the story mode. You just have to beat the owner of the track. So in this case, say Mog, the Moogle, came in first, and I came in second, and Golem came in third, that's fine, we still pass. But if Golem came in first, then we lose. So here they introduce the fire spell, and also these question mark blocks. The question mark blocks are a random spell between anything that's available. So there I grabbed a question block and I got fire, which is bad because fire doesn't make you go fast. So if there's a haste crystal, you kind of want to aim yourself towards that to grab it. Otherwise, just get a question mark crystal and hope that it's haste. So we're 1 haste behind because we did get a fire earlier. That's okay. We're still going pretty fast. I missed one, so we're just going to use this here. We're going to lap Mog here because we're going super fast. So for this race, we're actually going to use Golem because he goes a little faster than Chocobo. His top speed is a little bit higher, but his handling is a little worse. He's kind of like a heavyweight character. This is the only time we use Golem, so if you're a Golem fan, keep an eye out. So here, you might see me using my haste crystals right away instead of keeping them. This is because Goblin's on this track. Goblin's ability is Mug, so he'll steal the farthest back crystal that you have in your inventory. So we want to use those haste crystals right away so he doesn't steal them. And the new magic in this level is Blizzard, which leaves a puddle on the floor. The second level leaves a big puddle on the floor, big puddles on the floor. And the third level surrounds all the other players and makes them crash. So we just want to avoid the puddles on the floor because we don't want to spin out. A couple stages later, we'll be able to avoid that completely due to what the character we'll be using from then on out. Down here, and... oh, crashed in the mog there. Hello. That's a shortcut. You can see it on the map. That diagonal line is a shortcut.
That's the Final Fantasy volcano music thing.
It's been going pretty well. We had...
Alright, and then this level, we're going to use Goblin, so we can avoid the Mug ability, because the AI is not going to switch up the matching abilities to the characters, but we can. So this is where RNG can really start messing you up, like that. Black Mage's ability is Magic Plus, so when his bar charges, whatever magic he's holding will level up by 1, so he can just grab a crystal and then just hang on to it and have a level 3 crystal without having to pick anything else up. Oh, cool, that was a haste in there. That cage is on a timer, and typically, more often than not, I will crash into it. So this level is, as you can start seeing, the farther the levels go on, the more complex they get. So we have this giant spiral ramp up here that kind of slows you down because you gotta do the braking to keep control. We got the cage on a timer. And just a lot more curves and twists. Plus there's gonna be a lot of magic being thrown around from Black Mage. The magic introduced in this level... hello. Like I said, there's a lot of magic to be throwing around. The magic introduced in this level... is that. It's lightning. It homes in on you at higher levels. The first one just kind of strikes near you, the second level is a little bit closer, and the third level is pretty dead on, and each bolt is one more bolt and they're bigger. So it's very easy to end up crashing a lot on this stage. Go around this corner. Oh, the cage was very nice this time, although wasn't able to hit the haste crystals there. Usually I have to end up snaking around the cage at some point. Alright, no more haste through here. We'll see if maybe we can grab one here. Nope. Okay, that's fine. No, yes, and no. So from here on until the very last stage, we're going to be using Black Mage because he floats. Oh, that's not Black Mage. That's Black Mage. We're not using Mog yet. Mog's at the end. Black Mage floats. That means we'll be able to avoid Blizzard. White Mage also floats, but she's slower. And we get White Mage after this level. So Goblin's still here again, since we're not playing as him and he'll have Mug, so we're gonna have to use any haste that we pick up. That spell there is Mini. That's the new spell of this level. It makes you shrink like Lightning Bolt and slows you down. A fully stacked Mini, level 3 Mini, makes you go, I think, maximum like 40 miles an hour, something like that. So very slow, but your haste will override that, so if you get Mini'd, hopefully you'll get a haste. So you can see I'm slowing down right here, and I'm going to slow down again. Oh, and they stack, too. So if you get Mini'd one level, and then Mini'd again one level, you're 2 levels shrunk down, actually. So So those bumps there really make it a little bit hard to control because Black Mage is a little bit obviously he's floating. He's floaty. And just the extra speed that I'm getting from being on handicap mode makes the control a little bit more loose. Okay, so it's closer to 46 miles an hour, not 40. But still, you're going pretty slow. And that can mess you up in the next stage at one point, and hopefully it won't. Not getting very good haste block here. I think the song is the airship theme from Final Fantasy III, which at the time of this game's release was not released in the US yet. So this song plays and people are like, what is this song? I like it. Alright, that wasn't too bad.
I think it's in Final Fantasy V, airship theme too.
Same thing, I don't think 5 was out yet in the US. Maybe it might have been. The PS1 port might have been out by then, but it is an airship theme, I know that much. So this stage is my favorite stage in the game. Solely because this was the stage that was on the demo disc that introduced me to this game. That's, you know, back in the day when there were lots of video game magazines, and the only way to play previews of games was to have a disc in a magazine that you put in your PlayStation and had little snippets of games. So this stage was on the disc for Chocobo Racing, along I think with the opening sequence. Alright, one level's fine, but if I get hit again with Mini, it might cause issues because it's a jump right there. This is also the point of the game where there's more than 6 characters available. If you look at the top center, you can see that Mog isn't around. He's sitting this one out, and Goblin's there. What you want from this point on is for Goblin to sit out all the races. That way you can stack your haste or your other magics and not run the risk of, you know, having to get them stolen. You can also see in the middle there when the icons are bobbing up and down, that means you're using an ability or an item, so might need to start watching out for stuff. Or, I avoided a mug there, that's good. Or, if you see them spinning out, that means they hit something and they're currently spinning themselves out. Like crash. So the new magic in this level is Reflect. That's what I just picked up. Reflect can't be stacked. What it does is either if you use it by pressing R1, you get a barrier around you for an amount of time. If you wait and just carry one and have a magic hit you, it'll automatically reflect and just have a barrier up for that moment. So we're already on lap 3 of this. Wow, this is going pretty fast. So right there, I got hit by some sort of magic, and Reflect just got rid of it. And then I got hit by something right after, because that's how this game works. And straight shot to the end. Da, 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 da. Alright, second to last stage already. This one has lava you can fall into and cliffs and stuff. And just like that. We'll just show by example here. Yeah, I'm in a volcano! Here's the volcano stage.
Finally found a volcano.
So you can see, just even with I crash at the beginning there, I'm way far ahead of everyone now. That's the beauty of handicap mode. If you play handicap off, and there is a no handicap, there is a no handicap version of the run as well. It's obviously a little bit slower. You do run the risk sometimes of falling behind and possibly losing. Oh, that hit right after my Reflect ran out. So that's Doom. Doom is the new spell on this level, and it counts down, and you're doomed. It's also one of the magic that doesn't stack up, so Very, very curvy here, and I have to pretty much just tap on the brake this entire way through this canyon here, or else I will be flying up the edges of the walls. Why did I use haste there? That's fine though, it's right at the end. I see that happens, you crash into the wall. So the world record of this is like a high 16 minute run. And that runner uses the spin dash in every single level at least once. Which is very hard to do because it takes a lot of control to not break yourself off of a ledge. Oop, we're going on the walls. Okay, there we go. We're fine. Yeah. Give ourselves a little boost there. Just to, oh, we're doomed. And we're shrunk. A little excessive. Come on. It's so happy when it dooms you, too. Alright, now we're done. Final stage coming up. We're going to use Mog here, because Mog has a little bit better control for the skip. Not really skip, just the shortcut we're going to be using. And we still have Goblin, of course. Couldn't get lucky. The best comparison, if you are interested in learning this run, the best comparison to use for a good time is actually the third place run by Yarumasi, as it doesn't... One, it's on the US version, which there are no differences between US and Japanese versions, other than the fact that this stage does not have any barriers on the Japanese version, rather. Everybody passed me, hello. Right here. There it is. We're back in first. Yeah, you saw it? Hello. It's not on the map, but it sets you really far ahead. So, I need to keep watching the time on this stage, because Bahamut's Mega Flare ability is on a timer. So it's going to hit at 45 seconds. It's going to hit me this time, I believe, because I'm not near a... Oh, here we are. We're going to do that on purpose. As you can see, everybody spin off. And they're still spinning, yeah. Mega Flare is very strong. The time it takes you to launch yourself off the edge of the track and get back running is shorter than time it takes you to recover from Mega Flare. So at 45 seconds, 1 minute, 35 seconds, and 2 minutes, 25 seconds, around those times, we're going to be jumping off the edge of the stage. And the magic given here, the new one is Ultima, is just another strong multi-target attack. Oh, we hit it that time. We're good. Oh yeah, also the Japanese version uses kilometers instead of miles per hour, because obviously. And that's the only difference. There's no like actual speed difference or anything. And barely avoided that. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the time. I looked up, I'm like, oh, his head's bobbing. I guess it's Mega Flare time. So anyway, the third place time by Yarumasi, done on the US version, doesn't use spin dashing, spin boosting, whatever I would call it, and gets really good luck. Doesn't, hello, I don't want to do it now. Doesn't get Goblin on the last 3 tracks. So that's level 3 Blizzard. Okay, very careful, there we go, okay. I knew I was gonna fall off the edge there. We're gonna fall off the edge again right now to avoid Mega Flare. Alright, we're fine. This is all good. Yeah, just practicing for the real fall. The next time Mega Flare hits is at 3:14. Hopefully we won't see that. And time is going to be coming up very soon here. Just one more curve, and okay, we're not going to see the final Mega Flare. We're going to get that instead. And time. We fall off at the end anyway. That's okay. Sub 20 is fine. I've been getting sub 18s usually in the thing, so... if you don't mind, I'm going to show off just what happens after the end. You get a nice credit scene, very nice song. We're going to skip that. I recommend listening to it. It's a very good song. At the end, you're going to get scored on how well you did, up to a number of 100. So if we get 100... We got 100! Yay! You're pretty much always going to get 100 on handicap mode, unless you do really, really badly. But here, you get to create a racer, so let's create a nice pink dragon. With your points, you can put them towards the different stats, up to, 20 in each stat for the super racer at all 100. Give him a test run, quit. We'll quit. Give him a name. Where's the L? There it is. So the NLSS Pink Dragon. And that's Chocobo Racing for you. There's a lot of extra stuff in the game, like there's a time attack and a Grand Prix mode. There's a whole bonus track you unlock after you beat the story mode, and a bunch of extra characters you can get, like Squall and Cloud and the Moomba and the SS Invincible and a bunch of other stuff, so. Yeah, he was riding a Cloud, but you can have actual Cloud, like spiky hair and sword Cloud in a cart. No, he doesn't ride a Cloud. He rides I think he drives a little car or something, I don't know. But, yeah.
You like clouds, so put cloud on your cloud.
Alright, that's Chocobo Racing. I hope everybody had fun with that very quick little run there. And thank you for watching!